for Youngstown State, where he is met at midcourt by Michael Diggins. All right, the Penguins grab it first. Shamar Ratamays, 5'11" freshman out of Toronto. Covington straight on three for him's off the mark. 6'5" senior out of Carmel, Indiana, shooting about 34% from beyond the arc this season for YSU, which is a team with shooting just a shade better than 30% from distance. Flames shot 47% from the field against YSU in the 2 games here at Beagley. And right away, Maurice Commander, who was 9 of 15 from beyond the arc in the 2 games against the Penguins, gets his team off to the early start with the 3.
Youngstown State late on the defense, and Commander was able to command a 3-pointer.
Flames hit 21 threes in the 2 games here at Beagley back in January. Akuche looked at a 3, decides better of it. Covington wants to go to Bohannon, who quickly draws the double team. He'll find Ratamays, far sideline 3. Bang, bang. Ratamays was just 1 of 3 in the 2 games against UIC. Shot 33% from distance this season. Came in averaging 10.5 points in his freshman campaign with Youngstown State as he ties the contest at 3.
Ratamays and a lot of kids were hitting all kinds of threes from the baseline in warm-ups, Rob.
Howard misses his 3. He was 50% from beyond the arc in the 2 games back in January, making 4 of 8. Penguins looking for their first lead of the night now. Bohannon against Howard. Akuche will elevate for the 3, but it's short of the mark. And here come the Flames. Commander, 6-foot junior out of Chicago. Stops on Quisenberry. The double team comes to help. That forces the ball out of the post. A Hale goes into Kirk. Bad pass taken away by Covington. And here comes Bohannon on the scoop to the basket. Missed the lay-in. Covington got it away and somehow got it to Ratamays, who finds Quisenberry. Penguins now with 10 to shoot. Quisenberry's pass batted right back to himself with 5 to shoot. Going to throw up the runner, left it short. And the rebound to UIC. And early on, they've done well on the glass. Turnover committed by UIC. That will allow the Flames to go to the bench. They will bring in Raquandis Mitchell, 6'5" junior out of Atlanta. He did not play in the 2 games earlier this season here in Youngstown. So a Hale will sit down for the Flames as YSU looks for its first lead of the night. Ball rotates to Ratamays, goes down low to Bohannon. He'll draw traffic, still force one up, and he got it to go. Now it's Bohannon shooting better than 50% from the field this season. 6'6" senior out of Lorain, Ohio, gives YSU its first lead.
Boy, soft touch in the paint by Bohannon. Ball went off the back of the rim, straight in.
Good matchup here tonight. Garrett Covington again on the all-defensive team against Tavion Kirk, 6'4" redshirt junior out of Joliet, Illinois. Covington now on Howard. 5 to shoot for the Flames. Commander makes the pass to Kirk with 2. Near sideline 3 for him is short. Rebound to Shamar Ratamays. Akuche in transition to the basket. And that lay-in will put YSU up by 4. They've now rattled off 7 unanswered points. But just like that, Raquandis Mitchell came in averaging 8 points, 2.5 rebounds. He was just 1 of 11 from beyond the arc in his last 2 games, but quickly hits the 3 to pull his team to within 1. Quisenberry's pull up. Too hard off the back of the rim, and there's Mitchell for the miss. Kirk running right down the lane. Nice scoop inside to Howard, who scores with authority. 6'8" redshirt senior from Gary, Indiana, came in averaging 9 points, 4.5 rebounds a game. And just like that, the Flames get the lead back. Coming up on 15 minutes left to play in the first half. Akuche on the entry pass, a little too tall. Kirk there to take it away for UIC and gets fouled by Naz Bohannon. Bohannon's first foul will take us to a timeout. 15-14 to go in the opening half in the Progressive Insurance Horizon League Men's Basketball Championship, where it is UIC 8, YoungstoneState 7. Back with more postseason play after this on ESPN+.
Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
Cyan mean?
It means cyan.
Hi, I'm a new customer and I want your best new smartphone deal.
Well, I'm an existing
Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
Cyan mean?
It means cyan. Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
Cyan mean?
It means cyan. Magenta. I hate. Magenta. I hate. Magenta. I hate. Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
Cyan mean?
It means cyan. This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive. Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
Cyan mean?
It means cyan. Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
Cyan mean?
It means cyan.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day.
This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive.
You could do so.
New things you can't.
ESPN Plus, your sports, our originals, now streaming.
The YSU community and the athletic department would like to extend its deepest condolences to the family and friends of John McElroy. One of YSU's all-time greatest basketball players passed away over the weekend at the age of 74. He was inducted into the YSU Athletics Hall of Fame back in 1987. He's fourth all-time in scoring with better than 1,900 points. In fact, he scored a school record 72 points in one game against Wayne State in 1969. His jersey, number 12, has been retired here at YSU. Play resumes, and Tavion Kirk looks for a foul. Nonetheless, gets the lay-in, and the Flames have matched their largest lead of the first half.
Well, the Penguins not getting the job done defensively. They need to tighten some things up and slow the pace down a little bit.
Flames have made 4 of their first 6 shots. Covington now trying to spin to the baseline. Off-balance shot is on the money. Covington scores his first field goal. They've been averaging 12 points, 4.5 rebounds a game. Kirk again, that one's off the mark, and there's Covington for the miss. Finds Akuche open, right wing 3. Hit the rim and still managed to bounce in off the front. Akuche off to a good start. He was 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the 2 games against UIC. Had 13 points, 11 rebounds in game 1, 13 points, 9 rebounds in the second meeting. He's got 5 points here. Penguins second 3 already. They get the lead back. Nice bounce pass to Kirk, who will go reverse side, but missed that opportunity. And Akuche there to clean up the miss. Covington, though, turns it over. They try to make the entry pass. Tough catch in traffic by Braylon Bridges, and they call him for the offensive foul. We knew we'd see Bridges early. 6'10" redshirt junior out of Atlanta, Georgia. Garrett Covington, in the meantime, will go to the Penguins bench. He'll get a breather here.
Covington was the one that took the charge, Rob, and his feet was set like cement. That was a great call by the official.
Flames will go to the bench as well. Kirk will get a breather. Hale will return. For the Penguins, Daniel Ogoro and Miles Hunter have checked into the lineup. Ogoro, a 6'5" redshirt freshman out of London, England. Akuche's going to drive. Kick to Quisenberry. His 3's off the back of the rim. Mitchell with the miss. Flames down 2. Trailed by as many as 4. Mitchell on Agoro, got him off balance defensively, but could not make that lay in. Again, Akuche with the rebound. Nothing there for Quisenberry. Agoro had a 19-point effort against UIC in game 2 between these two teams. He'll drive right to the basket. Going to be called for the offensive foul. Penguins second as a team. Agoro that time just ran right into a brick wall.
Yeah, no question that it was a foul.
Yep.
Defender, once again, his feet were set.
Bridges hits the deck. He's playing with a tough knee. In fact, he's hobbling now. His left knee's given out. They'll have to get Bridges out in the meantime. Diggins misses his hook. Akuche able to save the rebound for YSU, and Diggins can barely get up the floor now, or make it Bridges. Miles Hunter, 6'5" freshman. Gonna take the 13-footer. His attempt is no good. There's Braylon Bridges gutting it out with the rebound.
Well, every time he lands on that, on both feet, Rob, I'm cringing because you know that knee is really acting up.
They tried to get it to him, but the Penguins deflect the pass and steal it away. Quisenberry left alone, 15-footer for him's off the mark. Fight for the rebound. Picked up by Miles Hunter, then it was poked out of bounds by UIC. And that's going to take us to a timeout. Raquandis Mitchell touched it last. Penguins will get the ball when we return. 11:48 to go in the opening half from the Bigley Center. Youngstown State 12, UIC 10.
Do we really need a sign to live, laugh, and love?
Yes.
The answer is no. I can help new homeowners not become their parents.
Kiana.
Nope.
Chloe Noah.
No.
Joaquin.
No. It just takes practice. Give it a shot. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
It's a constant battle. We're going to open a PDF. Who's next?
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
No fussin', no cussin', and no
Health. Suddenly that word seems more important these days, as it's consumed all aspects of our lives and made our universes feel smaller than ever. But at Mercy Health, your health has always been our top priority, and we're staying as committed as always to personalizing the right care for you. Because whether here or from home, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com/primary care to connect with the provider today.
Oh, there's that cute guy from 12C. Go talk to him.
Yeah, no. Plus, it's not even like he'd be into me or whatever.
Hi, you just moved in, right? I would love to tell you about all the great savings you can get for bundling your renters and car insurance with Progressive.
Oh, I was just...
Oh, Tammy, I found your retainer in the dryer.
Progressive Insurance Horizon League Men's Basketball Championship. 4 games, including our matchup here tonight between Youngstown State and UIC on the docket right now. With less than 9 minutes to go in the second half, Detroit Mercy has a 57-49 lead over Robert Morris. In the first half, Green Bay has the early lead at home against Purdue Fort Wayne of 23-19, and Milwaukee has a 19-15 advantage at home over IUPUI. Here, YSU leading the Flames 12-10 as the Penguins get the ball off the timeout. Both teams have had runs of 7 straight points so far in this game. Penguins' largest lead of 4. UIC twice is led by 3 as Bohannon sticks that long jumper. He had 20 points in game 1 against UIC. Followed that with a 23-point effort in game 2. Came in averaging almost 17 points a game as YSU takes its 4-point lead back.
UIC more than happy to give Bohannon that 15 to 17-foot jumper instead of a freebie in the paint.
Kirk back in now for the Flames on Miles Hunter. His cross-court pass intercepted by Quisenberry. Now Agoro on the drive. Gets to the basket this time, but missed the lay, and there's Bohannon for the follow. He looked for a foul, got no call. Missed his shot as well. Kirk working on Bohannon. Commander's little fadeaway is perfect. Maurice Commander now with 5 points. Transfer out of Chattanooga, where he played 55 games for the Mocs before coming to UIC.
The officials certainly letting things go. Only 3 fouls called in the first 10 minutes of this game.
Agoro's three is right there, straight on three for Agoro. He had scored just 13 points in the last 9 games since having that 19-point explosion against UIC in Game 2. He was just 2 of 14 from beyond the arc before making that. That's bonus points for Youngstown State as Kurt gets his man in the air and easily scores on the reverse end.
Yeah, if Agoro can go off like he did against UIC earlier this year, that's a big boost for the Penguins.
Quisenberry yet to score down the right of the lane. Would have gotten it, but he carried the basketball. Quisenberry, the 6'1 junior out of Springfield, Ohio, averaged 15 points, 3 assists during the regular season. Penguins will take Hunter, Bohannon, and Quisenberry out of the game. Rattan Mays and Covington return along with Jeff Hamperian, a 6'4 redshirt junior from Morgantown, West Virginia. Less than 10 minutes remaining in our opening half. YSU with the 3-point lead. Bridges, right wing, still out there with that gimpy knee. Misses his 3. Still favoring that left knee as the Penguins come into the forecourt now. Rattan Mays open out front for 3. Can't get that to go. Long rebound to Raquandis Mitchell of the Flames. 9 minutes left in the half. Diggins has been quiet so far for the Flames.
Excellent defense put forth by the Penguins right now.
5 to shoot. There's Diggins in the lane trying to get open. Flipped one up too hard off the back of the rim to beat the shot clock. Had a good look. Couldn't get that to fall. Penguins grabbed the miss. Now it's Covington, far sideline 3 off the back of the rim. Diggins with the rebound. Kirk trying to shake loose, gets down the right of the lane, and that one he's able to lay in. Tavion Kirk now with 6 points. Had 15 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists in Game 1. Came back with a 16.7 rebound, 5 assist performance in Game 2 against Youngstown State. He's got his team to within 1 here tonight.
Bohannon getting set to check back in for the Penguins.
$10 to shoot for YSU. Agoro may have gotten away with a travel. 5 to shoot. Rattan Mays way out front. 3 to shoot. He'll throw up the runner. Got it to go to beat the shot clock. Rattan Mays now with 5 points.
That's a clutch shot by the freshman.
Now at this stage, it's his 26th game as Diggins unloads the 3, but left it short to the right. Covington going to drive on a Hale before the shot attempt. A foul occurred. It'll take us to a timeout. They'll whistle the foul on UIC's Jamie Hale, and it'll stop play with 7:14 to go in the opening half from the Bigley Center. Opening night of the Progressive Insurance Horizon League Men's Basketball Championship with Youngstown State up 3 over UIC.
Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
What's cyan mean?
It means science. Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
What's cyan mean?
It means science. Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
What's cyan mean?
It means science. Magenta. I hate.
Whoa, Susan.
Oh, I'm looking for coupon codes.
Well, capital. Whoa, Susan.
Oh, I'm looking for coupon codes.
Well, capital. Whoa, Whoa, Susan.
Oh, I'm looking for coupon codes.
Well, capital.
Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
What's cyan mean?
It means sign.
With no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, banking with Capital One is like the...
This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive. Magenta. I hate. Magenta. I hate.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day.
This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive.
SoFi literally changed my life. When I refinanced with SoFi.
Whoa, Susan.
Oh, I'm looking for coupon codes.
Well, capital.
ESPN Plus, your sports, our originals, now streaming.
The Horizon League is comprised of 12 institutions that are committed to league-wide safety protocols to help ensure the health and well-being of over 3,000 student-athletes, coaches, administrators, and fans. To learn more, go to horizonleague.com. Now the Penguins 8 of 20 from the field so far. They've hit 3 threes. UIC 7 of 16 from the floor. They've hit a couple from distance. Neither team has been to the free throw line. Only 4 combined fouls so far in the game between these two teams. Bohannon working into the double team, tried to feed to Covington, who finally makes a tough catch, but missed it point-blank range. But there's Bohannon to take the garbage and put it in the dumpster.
Naz Bohannon just has that knack where he grabs offensive rebounds in the paint and, as you mentioned, partner, puts the garbage back into the can.
Penguins back up by 5 for the second time in the half. With that, Diggins gets in deep, but left his fadeaway short. Hamparian with the rebound. Nothing there for Ogoro against Diggins. 15 to shoot for YSU. Bohannon likes this matchup, but he'll find Hamparian, who got his man in the air and then traveled with it as he tried to drive past Rob Howard.
As so many times, players are dragging that pivot foot before they put the ball on the floor, and you get called for traveling an awful lot, if not all the time, when that happens.
Diggins will check out of UIC's lineup. They will bring Raquandis Mitchell back in. Flames behind 21-16. Commander on the drive, got away from Rattan Mays, but there's Covington to pick up the slack defensively. Hamparian and Howard going at it down low. They'll give Howard the ball with 8 to shoot. Draws the double team. Rattan Mays tried to get it loose, but there's Howard fighting his way inside to score.
Well, that's just a great job by the 6'8 senior from Gary, Indiana. Hands all over him.
Hamparian near sideline 3. Got it. Hamparian came in averaging only 3 points a game. He was 1 of 2 from beyond the arc against UIC in the 2 regular season games. Had 3 points and 2 points respectively. Penguins 4th 3 of the half. They've got their largest lead now. Howard's pass inside, tough catch for Kirk. Penguins come away with the ball. Then Ogoro's pass for a cutting Covington knocked right back to himself. Out to Hamparian, left wing 3. That's short. And Mitchell grabs the ball for UIC and gets fouled by Bohannon. His second, YSU's 3rd as a team. With that, YSU will bring Darius Quisenberry back in to replace Daniel Ogoro. Michael Akuche will fill the void left by Naz Bohannon.
Oh, that's a tough foul on Naz Bohannon. He really did not put his body into the rebounder, but they call him for the foul. And, you know, for UIC, This is a guy that's been public enemy #1 all year long. The damage that he did, and he has 2 fouls, and he's sitting down now.
He may not be back for the final 5 minutes of this first half. Flames might try to capitalize. A Hale out front. A solid three-point shooter for UIC. Kirk spins, nothing there against Covington. He'll still force up a shot that he couldn't bank in, and Michael Akuche there for yet another rebound. He had a school and Horizon League record 24 rebounds earlier this season in a game at Robert Morris. He's got it out front for a three. Left that one short. Kirk grabs the rebound for the Flames. A Hale near sideline three. Right there. Jamie Hale, who's now made 46 field goals this year. They're all threes. He's taken only one 2-point field goal attempt this season. 6'5" senior from Montrose, Australia, cuts his team's deficit in half with his first three. And then an offensive foul against Darius Quisenberry of YSU. That's those empty possessions that head coach Jared Calhoun talked about that we featured right before tip in our keys to the game that the Penguins have to limit. That's that empty possession again where they just don't get a shot.
Yeah, and compounding those empty possessions, how many times does the opposing team score off of those empty possessions?
Coming up on 4 minutes left in the half. Kirk for three. That one's no good. And the rebound to Akuche. Less than 4 minutes to go now. Penguins will slow the pace here. Tan Mays bounced pass to Hamparian on the cut. Had it blocked out of play by Tavion Kirk, and that's going to take us to another timeout. 3:37 to go in the opening half in the opening round from the Bigley Center, where YSU holds a 24-21 advantage over UIC.
Health. Suddenly that word seems more important these days, as it's consumed all aspects of our lives and made our universes feel smaller than ever. But at Mercy Health, your health has always been our top priority, and we're staying as committed as always to personalizing the right care for you. Because whether here or from home, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com/primary care to connect with the provider today.
Condos, 150K. Sorry, bud.
Thanks.
Switch to Progressive and you can save hundreds. You know, like the sign says.
All right. Back to work.
We're proud of our city, our teams, our community. We support each other and our local businesses, and we're proud to sell Hondas, where over 14,000 Ohioans work hard every day to build some of the safest, most affordable cars in the industry right here in the great state of Ohio. This month, upgrade to a new Honda CR-V for only $249 a month. View this offer and more at your local Valley's Honda dealer or online at northernohiohondadealers.com.
This is the fifth time that Youngstown State and UIC have met in the postseason. The Flames have won all four of the previous meetings, including last year when they played at Loyola in the quarterfinal round, actually the second round of the tournament. The Flames emerged victorious, eventually got to the championship game. They beat Youngstown State last year 67-61. Penguins are 4-1, however, here at home in the postseason. Only lost to UIC. Inbounds pass knocked out of play, but it was last touched by Akuche. Now the officials might talk about this here. I think they're going to reverse this thing. Looked like the pass was knocked away from Akuche. And they're going to reverse the call. So YSU will get the ball back. If you take a look at that, it was deflected away by Maurice Commander. Akuche never laid a finger on it as the ball went out of bounds. That pass deflected out of play by Mitchell.
Now Covington has all the room in the world well, not now because he's in front of press row.
10 seconds to shoot for YSU. Rattan Mays far sideline three, good. That's his second. He's got 8 points now. For Rattan Mays, he made multiple threes in 8 of the 12 home games in the regular season. In fact, made 3 or more 7 times in a game for YSU. He has put the Penguins back up by 6.
3 of the 4 threes the Penguins have hit, Rob, have come from the baseline where they were extremely good in practice.
Mitchell, right wing 3. That's off the mark, but an offensive foul would have negated it anyway. Flames will turn it over with 3 minutes left in the half. The foul will be given to Raquandis Mitchell, transfer out of Otero Junior College in Colorado. For Mitchell, his first, just the 3rd foul against the Flames as a team. Covington spins into the lane. Can't get that one to fall. Comes off the rim to Kirk. Kirk looking to drive against Akuche. Can't get the runner to go. There's Braylon Bridges, who traveled as he tried to spin back to the basket. That'll give it back to Youngstown State, which leads by 6. Michael Diggins will come in now for the Flames, replacing Tavion Kirk.
Michael Akuche was holding his breath, hoping the official caught the traveling instead of him fouling.
Rattan Mays got by a hail, stumbles though, right around the basket. Akuche goes to the hole and scores off the glass. That gives him 7 points. YSU has taken its largest lead of the half now. They'll pick up pressure. Flames beat it though. Mitchell gets by Quisenberry and easily lays it in. Mitchell now with 5 points. 2 minutes to go in the half. Akuche against Bridges here. Going to pull up and shoot the jumper over him and put it in. Akuche now with 9. He's been steady all year for the Penguins, who go back up by 8. In game 1, YSU led by as many as 7. Game 2, they were up by as much as 18 against the Flames. Mitchell's 3 from the far sideline's too strong. Rebound knocked out of play by UIC.
Braylon Bridges thought the ball went off of Hampurian instead of him.
Now Bridges will come out of the lineup. Rob Howard will take his spot.
Bridges very fortunate that he did not get called for over the back.
Flames want to travel. Didn't get the call. Goes back to Akuche. Takes Howard off the dribble. Lost the ball. Got it back. Going to hook it up. Got that one to bounce off the front of the rim. A hail there for the rebound. A minute to go in the half now. Diggins against Hampurian. Trying to go up and under. His 6-footer's good off the glass. Diggins' first basket of the night. He's the guy that hit the game-winning putback at YSU in game 1 to give the Flames the 67-66 victory that night. And now a timeout taken here with 54 seconds remaining in the half. YSU's lead stands at 6.
Luke Yaklich having a conversation, a rather animated conversation with one of the officials, and I'm pretty much going to guarantee you, Rob, he wanted that traveling call on Michael Akuche the last time the Penguins had the basketball. Now, it didn't come back to haunt them because the Penguins didn't score in that possession, but still, you want to be able to get those calls.
Flames still have 4 timeouts left. Penguins take their use it or lose it there. Neither team close to the limit. YSU with 4 fouls as a team. The Flames with just 3. Penguins have made 13 of 31 from the field so far. They've hit 5 threes in the half. UIC 11 of 25 from the floor. They've made 3 from beyond the arc, and neither team has been to the free throw line yet. It would be the first time this season that the Penguins didn't get to the line at all in the first half.
Now the officials have let the players decide this game. They have not called very many fouls.
Quisenberry out front, yet to score. He'll take a drive and throw up the floater and take care of that by banking in his first two. Again, he didn't play in either of the first two games. He automatically gives YSU a lift when he's on the floor. Penguins lead returns to 8. 25 seconds in the half. Commander passes up the shot and tries to fire one across the floor, and that fastball is deflected out of play as the Flames couldn't grab it. Michael Diggins had that one ricochet off his hands.
Well, it was a great job by the defense. Help defense by the Penguins. They cut off the baseline, and Commander had no alternative but to try to pass the ball, and his skip pass went high and wide.
9th turnover committed by the Flames. YSU's coughed it up 6 times here in the half. They're going to work for the final shot now. Shot clock turned off. 10 seconds to go before the break here at Beagley. Quisenberry down the right lane, another floater up and in. Quisenberry with the last 2 baskets of the half, and Youngstown State will take a 10-point advantage into the locker room here at the break of the opening round in the Progressive Insurance Horizon League Men's Basketball Championship. Through the first 20, it is Youngstown State 35 and UIC 25. The Flames this year just 4-12 when trailing at the break. The Penguins have been in this position before. We talked about it in the pregame. They've got to figure out a way to close out games, and that's what they're going to be facing. Mercy eliminates Robert Morris 83-73 behind 46 points from Antoine Davis. So with Detroit Mercy's win, the Penguins, should they advance, would play Oakland on Tuesday. If UIC were to rally, they would take on Cleveland State in the quarterfinal round. Flames get the ball to start the second half. We'll see what kind of a charge they make coming out of the locker room. Hale quickly tries to pull the trigger on the 3, but is off the mark. Bohannon back into the game now to start this half. And a foul against UIC. They'll give it to Diggins. And that'll be his first. First against either team here in the second half. Just about 30 seconds in. Quisenberry catches the inbounds pass against Commander now. Tan Mays looking to drive, but it's Covington straight on 3. Left it short, got fouled by a Hale. He doesn't like the call, but it's his second personal, and Garrett Covington will head to the stripe and shoot 3.
Well, there's no doubt a Hale got him. He slapped him on the hand, and that's a no-no. Covington's going to get 3 free throws.
I think a Hale was more mad at himself than the call. Covington this year a 72% free throw shooter, both overall and against the league. Brings up his 3rd point here. Penguins as a team shooting better than 72% from the line for the season. 7th in the league, shooting 73% in their 20 league contest, as Covington now goes for the trifecta. In the 2 games, YSU shot 70.5% from the line against UIC. These are the first 3 free throws of the night, and they're all good. Covington now with 5, and YSU extends the lead to a baker's dozen. Kirk can't drive. Howard now, right of the lane, 6-footer, left it short. It's a big miss. Tan Mays into the forecourt. Covington grabs that deflection. Bohannon with 15 to shoot. Finds Akuche near corner. 10 to shoot, back into Bohannon. 7 to shoot for Akuche. Can't get off a shot. 5 for Bohannon. Bohannon for 3. Left it short, air ball. Shot clock will expire. That's not his shot. Bohannon just 1 of 5 this season from beyond the arc.
Yeah, that was an empty possession by Youngstown State. Too many people standing around. That was not a good possession by the Penguins.
Flames with some work to do. They trailed in game 2 by as many as 18. Tried to climb the ladder, but couldn't get the job done in that one as Diggins just got in too deep and scores his first field goal of the second half, and now has 4 points overall. Had 12 points, 10 rebounds in that win on game 1, including the game winner. Came back with 10 points, 4 rebounds in game 2 for the Flames. Quisenberry's drive leads to an official's call. No basket. Foul against Commander before the shot attempt. That'll be Commander's first, team's third now, for a team that committed only 3 in the entire first half.
It kind of makes you wonder if they're changing the way they want to call the game or if these fouls were legit fouls.
And the Flames probably feel a little bit more desperate now, probably have to be a little more aggressive. 10 to shoot for YSU. Rattan Mays against Kirk. Going to step back, 18-footer for him. Perfect. Rattan Mays in double figures for the 14th time this season. He's got 10 points now for YSU.
Hard to believe that this kid is a freshman, but like you said, Rob, 26 games into the season, you're no longer a freshman.
He's played 23 of those 26 as YSU just allows Michael Diggins to get to the basket to lay in another 2.
Yeah, they cannot allow Diggins to go off here in the second half.
Rattan Mays, right wing 3. Around and out. There's Diggins for the rebound. He's going to try and take over on the run. 2 hard off the glass, and Covington there for the rebound. Quisenberry against a Hale. His runner down the right of the lane's batted out of play after he threw it over the hoop, but UIC will get possession.
Darius Quisenberry is normally a really good player when he's taking the ball to the basket. That one got away from him.
Diggins looking to drive. Covington takes a swipe at the ball. Diggins' shot bounces off the rim to Akuche. Coming up on 16 minutes left to play in the game now. .15 to shoot. Covington open, left wing 3, got it. Covington's first 3, he was 0 for 4 from distance in the 2 meetings during the regular season. That 3 gives him 8 points. He's now hit 3 free throws and a 3 for YSU, which has gone on top 43-29. But the Flames quickly answer.
Kirk with a very nice shot over the outstretched arms of Akuche.
Quisenberry looking for Bohannon, but he wasn't there. It's Covington out of the corner. That 3's off the mark, and the rebound to Kirk. He'll press the issue. Almost lost the dribble. Gets the ball back in the lane, has no other recourse but to shoot, does, and then gets fouled. Not a good foul against YSU. A 3-point opportunity when we return for the Flames. Tavion Kirk, 15:26 to go in the game. Remains a 10-point lead for YoungstoneState.
Magenta. I hate.
I have the power to lower my A1C.
Because I can. Hi, I'm a new customer and I want your best new smartphone deal.
Well, I'm an existing customer.
Whoa, Susan.
Oh, I'm looking for coupon codes.
Well, Capital.
With no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, banking with Capital One is like the...
Magenta. I hate. This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive. Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
What's cyan mean?
It means cyan. Magenta. I hate.
SoFi literally changed my life when I refinanced with SoFi.
Whoa, Susan.
Oh, I'm looking for coupon codes.
Well, Capital. Whoa, Susan.
Oh, I'm looking for coupon codes.
Well, capital.
Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
Cyan.
It means cyan. This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive. This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive. Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
Cyan.
It means cyan.
So far, I literally changed my life when I refinanced with SoFi.
Exploration. It's in our DNA.
Foul on Michael Akuche before the break. His first puts Tavion Kirk of UIC at the line as we get set to resume play. Kirk now with 10 points, 18th time this season in which he has scored double figures. Really had no other recourse there but to take that shot, but has 10 points, heads to the line for the first time, where he is a 56% free throw shooter for the season, only 54% against the league. That one right on the money. Flames as a team against the league last at only 64% as a squad, but they get the three-point play there and pull to within single figures. Akuche's three from the near sideline. Bang, bang. Akuche's second. He's in double figures now for the 15th time this season. Penguins' second three of the half. Akuche with a dozen points. Kirk looking to penetrate, has to come back out to the wing. They'll play inside out for Commander's three, which is on the money.
And Commander makes the Penguins pay for doubling down at the post.
Commander's second three. He's got 8 points now. So the Flames answer. Quisenberry against Howard, or make it against Bridges. Covington lost that dribble. Fight for it. They'll go to a held ball, and the possession arrow will keep it with YoungstoneState. Covington and Commander trying to fight for possession there. Penguins going to make a change here. They'll get Covington off the floor along with Quisenberry. Nope, they're going to leave Covington out there. They'll take Quisenberry off the floor. Daniel Agora will take his spot. Well, Covington might have had his arm rolled up on by Commander.
That's what I was concerned about, Rob. He was down there for a while, but as soon as Commander came up, that's when they got Covington off his feet, or onto his feet.
Raquandis Mitchell comes in, grabs that miss, and then a drive leads to a foul against Daniel Agoro as he tried to slow down Michael Diggins. Agoro's second personal, YSU's second as a team. Look at that, Miles Hunter will check in for the Penguins. They'll now take Garrett Covington out of the lineup. Hunter, a 6'5" freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina. .26 to shoot for UIC. All to Braylon Bridges. Got it out to Mitchell. Kirk gets it down to Bridges, who makes a nice drop step and scores on the lane. Bridges with his first two, he came in shooting a team high 65% from the field. Hard to stop that guy when he gets in that close.
Yeah, no kidding. That was a great drop step by Bridges.
And all of a sudden the Flames to within 7. Eight to shoot now for the Penguins. Tan Mays with 5 to shoot. Akuche trying to force the right wing three. Can't get it to fall, and here come the Flames. Kirk got by Hunter down the right of the lane. Can't score through it over the hoop. Gets his own miss, though. Going to go right back in on Akuche, who shuts him off. Out front, Commander straight on three. That won't fall. Bohannon had the rebound tapped away to Raquandis Mitchell. And then a foul underneath has been called. No foul. In the meantime, Michael Akuche will come out of YSU's lineup. Jeff Hamperian will take his spot. Penguins will get the basketball.
I'm trying to figure out how they get the basketball.
I think he stepped on the baseline.
There you go.
So Bohannon now against Bridges, and Kirk lost the ball right to Braylon Bridges.
2 straight possessions where UIC has played terrific on-ball defense.
Now it's Diggins with the hook shot. Can't get it to bounce in. Big miss. Bohannon with the rebound for YSU, which is up 7. Ogoro looking to drive. Gets to the hoop. Throws it. The runner up. Can't get it to fall. He got those to go in game 2 when he had 19 points. They run the alley-oop. Kirk, though, underneath just has to grab the basketball and secure it. Taking a tough shot against Hamperian. It rims out to Ogoro of Youngstown State.
3 straight times down the floor, Youngstown State not able to convert thanks to some good defense, but UIC cannot take advantage on any of those possessions.
Bohannon now finds Ogoro near sideline for 3. Could! Ogoro with a second 3. He made 2 in that second game against UIC. That's the most he's made this season. In fact, he only made 2 the entire regular season, and both were against the Flames. He's got 2 tonight. Penguins' third 3 of the half. And then an offensive foul against the Flames. Maurice Commander will turn it back over to the Penguins, who are now up by double figures. Penguins will bring Quisenberry and Akuche into the game. Bertan Mays and Bohannon will get breathers.
Well, you got to keep Ogoro into the game. He's hot right now.
Coming up on 12 minutes left to go now in the game. Penguins lead has returned to 10, which is what they enjoyed at half. Quisenberry playing peekaboo with Akuche. Ogoro looking to drive. Instead gives it up to Hunter. Hunter near sideline. He'll release that. Instead, he'll drive to the basket, flip it up and in. Hunter with a strong move to score his first 2. Came in averaging 7 points, 2 rebounds a game. Mitchell wanted to shoot a 3. Decided to sidestep the defender and stepped out of bounds. That'll take us to a timeout. Penguins will get the ball when we return. 11:31 left to play in the game from Bigley. Youngstown State now enjoys a 12-point lead over UIC.
This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive. This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive. Magenta. I hate. Magenta. I hate. This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive. This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive.
I have the power to lower my A1C.
Because I can.
With a top-rated app that lets you deposit checks and transfer money anytime, anywhere, bank.
Magenta. I hate. This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive.
I have the power to lower my A1C.
Because I can.
This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive. This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive. Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
What's I mean?
It means sign. Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
What's I mean?
It means sign. Magenta. I hate.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase, every day.
Exploration. It's in our DNA.
UFC 259. Fight on ESPNplus.com/PPV.
This is the best of the best. This is the best of the best.
Both teams shooting around 44% for the game. Penguins have hit 8 threes, though 2 by Daniel Ogoro, who matches a season high with a couple of threes here in the game. The Flames have made 4 threes. UIC's only got to the line once, a made free throw by Tavion Kirk. Penguins have gotten there 3 times. All 3 attempted by Garrett Covington, and he converted all 3 as YSU gets the ball off the timeout. They've led by as many as 14, have a chance to match it here or exceed it. Akuche fakes the 3. Finds Hunter, who saves it, and then it's knocked from his possession by the Flames, Raquandis Mitchell, but before he knocked it loose, Hunter lost the ball himself out of bounds. Diggins tried to get it into Braylon Bridges. Ball batted right back to Diggins. Less than 11 minutes to go in the game. Mitchell out front, top of the lane, 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound, grabbed by Kirk. Trying to work on Hamperian. Got inside, scooped it up, and that one bounced in for him. Tavion Kirk now 6 of 14 from the field, 13 points for him. Best game of the year came at Purdue Fort Wayne when he poured in 31. Akuche wide open, fakes the 3 on Bridges, heads into traffic and throws it back out to Quisenberry. Now it's at a 10 to shoot. Quisenberry's drive got himself right to the basket as the Flames had no backside help, and he scoops it in for his first field goal of the second half.
Darius Quisenberry reminding UIC he's been doing that for close to 3 years.
Kirk wants to get it back into Bridges. Can't do so. 15 to shoot. Diggins going to try to take Hamperian off the dribble. Diggins too far out. Can't get off a shot. Still looking. Fade away. Good. Nice job by Diggins to stick with it. He's got 6 of his 8 points here in the half.
Hamperian looks over at Diggins and says, really? I just played serious defense on you and you want to do me like that?
9.5 to go. Akuche again, far side 3. That's too strong. Rebound to Diggins. Kirk's drive gets him inside. Can't get it to go after the spin move, and Miles Hunter able to rip the rebound down for YSU. Penguins have numbers here. Hamperian far corner. Ball knocked away by Kirk. A race for it's on, and Commander, who tried to grab it, could not save it and stepped out of bounds. That will allow YSU to bring Nazmo Hannon and Garrett Covington back into the game. Jeff Hamperian and Miles Hunter will sit down. Jamie Hale returns for UIC, along with Rob Howard. They'll take Bridges and Kirk to the bench.
Hamperian and Hunter did a really nice job coming off the bench.
Now the official's now going to go to the replay monitor here. 8:59 on the game clock, 30 on the shot clock here. The Penguins also trotted out Shamar Rattan-Mays to replace Darius Quisenberry here.
Can they call a foul off the...
I don't believe so.
Okay.
So the officials tonight, John Campbell, Scott Seville, Ron Tyberski, along with James Curran. Once you enter into tournament play, you always have an alternate here on site. Opportunity to look around at the rest of the tournament games tonight in the league. We've already mentioned Detroit Mercy advances. They beat Robert Morris in the opening round of the Progressive Insurance Horizon League Basketball Championships. They're in the second half at Green Bay, and the Phoenix have rallied to take a 51-45 lead over Purdue Fort Wayne. And in the second half at Milwaukee, the Panthers continue to lead IUPUI now 59-49. Winners all advanced to Tuesday's second round. Earlier today, the Youngstown State women moved on. They held off a pesky group from Purdue Fort Wayne 62-59. All right, they did change the shot clock. That's what they were going there to look at. They dropped it from 30 down to 17. So the Penguins will have the ball up 10 And exactly 9 minutes to go in the game now. Bohannon with 10 to shoot. Inside, gets it to go and draws the foul. Rob Howard, the guilty party. That'll be his first. Bohannon now with 8 points, heads to the line for the first time. In the 2 games against UIC in the regular season, he was just 5 of 11 from the stripe. Against the league this year, shot 63% from the line. Bohannon's attempt bounces off the rim, and it's grabbed by Requandis Mitchell. Diggins trying to drive on Bohannon, still looking to head down the lane. The officials whistle on the move. Penguins' 3rd foul as a team against Bohannon, his 3rd individually. New 20 on the shot clock as the ball comes out to Diggins, again against Bohannon. Lost that dribble momentarily. Keeps spinning, nothing there. Pass for a Hale, knocked into the backcourt by Covington. Commander runs it down. He'll pull up for the long 3 and bury it. Maurice Commander's 3rd 3 puts him in double figures for the 9th time. 6th straight game in which he has made multiple 3s for UIC. Commander now with 11 points.
How that got the bench up on their feet, looking to cheer their team on.
Bohannon down the lane, got fouled. Howard could never get set defensively, and Rob Howard called for his 2nd personal. Leaves us with a touch better than 8 minutes to go in the game. For UIC, 1 more foul, they go over the limit. Head coach Luke Yaklich, in his first year with the Flames, his team closed out the year having lost 8 of 9. They looked solid when they were here for the 2 games back in January. Akuche, 3, blocked out of play. Michael Diggins, he can get up like nobody else in this league, and that block shot will give it to Youngstown State when we return. Penguins will have 15 seconds to shoot. Nice play defensively by Diggins, takes us to the break. YSU on top of the Flames by 9.
This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive. Magenta. I hate.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day.
Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
What's cyan mean?
It means cyan. This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive.
SoFi literally changed my life when I refinanced with SoFi.
Magenta. I hate.
Hi, I'm a new customer and I want your best new smartphone deal.
Well, I'm an existing customer.
This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive. Magenta. I hate.
With no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, banking with Capital One is like the...
I have the power to lower my A1C.
Because I can...
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day.
Whoa, Susan.
Oh, I'm looking for coupon codes.
Well, Capital.
Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
What's cyan mean?
It means cyan. Magenta. I hate. This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive. Magenta. I hate.
UFC 259. Fight on ESPNplus.com/PPV.
This is the best of the best.
It's NBA on ABC time. Mavs, Nets, Clippers, Bucks on ABC.
This year, the Horizon League coaches voted on the all-league selections. YSU had 3 different players Naz Bohannon was placed on the All-Horizon League second team. Garrett Covington earned all defensive honors, and Shamar Rattan-Mays was named to the All-Freshman team. Ball goes into Covington and right into Bohannon. And he quickly scores inside. Nice patience by Bohannon, puts him in double figures for the 19th time this season.
Yeah, Bohannon did a really nice job getting into the low block. Once Covington got it to him, he's pretty much an automatic from the low block.
Commander left alone for the wing. Can't get that three to go. Rims out, but there's the offensive rebound by Rob Howard. Flames need this basket with 7.5 to play. Foul against Garrett Covington. Got caught up in traffic and couldn't get out of the way. Covington, his first, Penguins fourth as a team. Daniel Agoro goes to YSU's bench as Darius Quisenberry returns. Jamie Hale will sit down for UIC. Tavion Kirk checks back in. With that, Diggins will inbound. Kirk looking to drive, now picked up by Covington. Now Akuche switches on him. Howard trying to take advantage of the mismatch, but goes into the double team, stumbles into traffic, and traveled with the basketball. As Covington and Akuche did a good job to stand their ground, Ron.
Yeah, they certainly did, and I'm a little surprised that Howard spun into the direction of Akuche instead of taking him and taking the defender baseline.
Why is he trying to counter now? Up 11. Less than 7 minutes to play in the game. Into Bohannon. And back out to Covington. 10 to shoot. Quisenberry wants to drive. Got it out to Akuche. Fakes the three. Finds Covington far sideline three. That's left short. A rebound to Howard of the Flames. Nothing there for Kirk yet. Into traffic. Mitchell over Rattan-Mays scores. Raquandis Mitchell's second three. He didn't play in either game during the regular season against YSU. Has 8 points here tonight.
Mitchell wanted a foul from the official, and the official wouldn't give it to him.
We've got a timeout on the floor. 6:16 left to play in the game. Youngstown State's lead stands at 57-49 over UIC.
Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
What's cyan mean?
It means cyan. This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive.
Whoa, Susan.
Oh, I'm looking for coupon codes.
Well, capital.
Magenta. Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
What's cyan mean?
It means cyan.
With the top-rated app that lets you deposit checks and transfer money anytime, anywhere, bank.
Magenta. Magenta. Magenta.
With no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, banking with Capital One is like the...
I have the power to lower my A1C.
Because I can... With no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, banking with Capital One is like the...
Magenta. Magenta. Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
What's cyan mean?
It means cyan. This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive. This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive. This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive. Magenta.
It's NBA on ABC time. Mavs, Nets, Clippers, Bucks on ABC.
This is the best of the best.
Penguins shooting 45% from the field. They've hit 8 threes. That's as many as they made in the 2 games during the regular season combined against the Flames. UIC, in the meantime, shooting 46% from the floor. They've hit 6 threes. Six minutes left to play. Penguins looking to get the advantage back up to double figures. Rattan May's 17-footer. Can't get it to go, and the rebound saved by a hail of the Flames. On the drive now, Kirk knocks over his man, Shamar Rattan Mays, and he's called for the charge. Kirk wanted to make that drive, and it cost him his first foul of the night.
If Kirk bent his shoulder down, that's the reason why the official hit him with the offensive foul.
Kirk not happy, felt he had the mismatch there against Rattan Mays, and that's his first foul for the Flames, though. They go over the limit. Team foul number 7. Offensively, though, it's just a turnover. Yet the Penguins take over.
Yeah, that shoulder was bent ever so slightly in a downward fashion. That got the officials' attention.
Quisenberry against a hail, can't get any room. 10 to shoot now for YSU. Covington going to go baseline. Tough pass. Stolen away by Diggins of UIC. Ahead to Mitchell. He'll spin on Rattan Mays. Can't get the shot to go, but was fouled. And Rattan Mays called for his first. This one will lead to free throws. And right now, you get the feeling that when UIC sees a matchup against Rattan Mays, they're trying to take advantage of that. The freshman, just at 5'11" right now, smallest guy out on the floor, is helping some other guys look to handle that mismatch.
Oh, absolutely. That's what they want, is that mismatch.
Quandis Mitchell, an 80% free throw shooter in the regular season, 75% against the league, now with 9 points tonight. His team trailing by 7. Mitchell into double figures for the 7th time this season.
Penguins have been in control most of the night, Rob, but the lead is down to 6.
Going up on 5 minutes to play. Bohannon against Diggins. They try to help out defensively. Good feed to Covington, who comes down the baseline and scores. They have run that so many times this year, and it's led to so many baskets like that as Covington reaches double figures for the 5th straight game, 17th time on the year.
That's just such a great look by Bohannon, and a great job by Covington running the baseline.
Commander's miss leads to a breakout for the Penguins. Bohannon again inside in traffic. Kirk tried to rip the ball loose. The officials have stopped play. Yep, a foul on a hold. So the foul against Tavion Kirk, who just reached inside trying to snag that away from Bohannon and got called for the foul. And that will place Bohannon at the line. Remember, the Penguins now in the bonus for the remaining 4:32 of this game. Bohannon 0 of 1 from the line thus far, 10 points overall. He's got 2 coming, but can't convert the first one. Bohannon 10 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists tonight. Trying to split the pair, and does. All right, 4.5 to go. Flames down 3 possessions. Commanded by the double screen. Can't get off a shot. They find Kirk wide open left wing. Can't get the 3. Rims out, and Akuche there for the rebound.
Boy, Youngstown State dodged a major bullet there. You cannot leave these guys alone beyond the arc.
Kirk hasn't hit a 3 as of yet. That would have been a good time for him to make one. Rattan Mays now with it for the Penguins. 4 minutes to go. Bohannon going baseline. Reverse side layup. Bounced in. Good job by the Penguins to lay off that and not go for the offensive goaltend. Bohannon now gives Youngstown State back its double-digit lead. Kirk feeds the trailer. Diggins. Bad pass behind him. Taken away by Quisenberry of the YSU Penguins. He'll slow it down now as we approach 3.5 minutes left to go. Bohannon again down the lane to the basket. That runner's over the hoop. Kirk looking to spin. Throws one up, rimmed out, called for traveling. See, at times, as good as Tavion Kirk is, and it's happened down the last few games, he's trying to do a little bit too much. This turnover takes us to a timeout with 3:19 to play in the game, and YSU up by 11.
With no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, banking with Capital One is like the...
Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
Cyan mean.
It means sign. Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
Cyan mean.
It means sign.
Hi, I'm a new customer and I want your best new smartphone deal.
Well, I'm an existing
This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day.
This is a color laser printer, and this is the color toner cartridge. It's so expensive.
SoFi literally changed my life when I refinanced with SoFi.
Hi, I'm a new customer and I want your best new smartphone deal.
Well, I'm an existing
With no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, banking with Capital One is like the...
Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year?
Cyan mean.
It means sign.
Whoa. The Capital One Quicksilver card does not need... Whoa. The Capital One Quicksilver card does not need...
You could do so...
New things you can't...
ESPN Plus, your sports, our originals, now streaming.
So the turnover committed by Tavion Kirk gives Youngstown State possession with YSU up 62-51. As we had mentioned, Tavion Kirk, even against Green Bay last Saturday in the Flames regular season finale in which they lost to Green Bay 69-59, Kirk just at times wants to either speed it up or do a little bit too much, and that last time it cost him possession. Not many more opportunities left now for UIC. Tan Mays out front as the Penguins will work clock. Quisenberry now with 10 to shoot. Bohannon again to the lane, scooped up, got it in. Bohannon now with 15 points, and he's just having his way with the interior right now of the Flames defense. YSU in the midst of a 7-0 run here. Hale again can't get off that three. That's what he's known for. Ten to shoot now. Kirk again spins, lost the ball. Picked up by Covington, ahead to Quisenberry. He'll work on Mitchell, throw it in off the glass. Timeout UIC. Head coach Luke Yaklich sees this one slipping away. His team now trailing by 15, its largest deficit of the night.
Well, Rob, this has just been an outstanding game defensively for Youngstown State. Stolen ball, they feed it to Quisenberry. Quisenberry takes it down the floor, gets the driving layup. Penguins looking to move on in round number 2. Should they win, they'll play Oakland.
Well, for UIC, they came in scoring the least amount of points in league play, and the Penguins defense has helped their offense tonight. Naz Bohannon again in the middle of it all. The second team All Horizon League selection with 15 points tonight. He's also got himself 3 rebounds and 5 assists, and the senior out of Lorain, Ohio, trying to get Youngstown State to the second round of the tournament and beat UIC in the postseason for the first time in school history. ISU has reeled off 9 straight points after the Flames had gotten its deficit down to a half dozen. Again, the Penguins' senior leadership is one reason in the preseason when people looked at YSU on paper is why they put the Penguins second in that preseason poll, and it was sparked by Bohannon, Covington, Akuche, and Quisenberry. Commander trying to get off a three, but it'll be Howard instead, and he nailed it. Rob Howard can step out and shoot that. The 6'8" redshirt senior with his first 3 here. He now has 7 points.
It's an outstanding 3 by Howard.
Quisenberry got it to Akuche. They'll work clock though. Under 2 minutes to go in the game. Penguins still up by double figures. Now 10 to shoot. Quisenberry's gonna look to drive. Got his man in the air, takes a shot. That one can't go, but there's Akuche for the putback. He's got 14 points in the game. The Penguins get the lead up to 14. Hale's hit 1-3 so far. They're gonna have to look for him down the stretch. Diggins, in the meantime, will drive on Bohannon and give to a Hale for 3, and it's no good. Penguins grab the miss as we approach 1 minute left in the game.
I'm surprised that UIC isn't fouling.
Rattan Mays to the basket, throws up the runner, can't get it to go, and there's Akuche for the follow as he hammers in the nail. The officials, though, want to look, I think, at possible goaltending.
No, there's no goaltending there. That was a perfectly timed and perfectly placed slam dunk by Akuche.
That gives him 16 points. They wanted to fix the clock. Michael Akuche now 16 points, 10 rebounds, Mr. Double-Double. That's his 7th of the season. 8th time this year that Akuche has 10 rebounds or more in a game as Commander steps outside the three-point line and misses his shot from distance. Howard there for the putback, however. It's going to be too little, too late as the Flames will use the timeout. Howard now with 9 points in the game. For Rattan Mays, that runner led to this. The dunk by Michael Akuche, and that's going to be the exclamation point on the Penguins game here tonight that should send them off to Oakland in round number 2.
And it was a few years ago, Rob, you had a Horizon League tournament game where Youngstown State upset Oakland in Oakland.
Well, they've had a great history in postseason play, Youngstown State and Oakland. It all began before the Golden Grizzlies were even a member of the Horizon League, and it started back in 2013, I think, when they met in the CIT. And then they've played some phenomenal postseason games that have come down to the wire. The one you're talking about occurred at Little Caesars Arena when Cam Morse found Jordan Kaufman wide open for a lay-in to beat the clock and give YSU the win, knocking off then the top seed in the tournament, Oakland. And, you know, YSU and Oakland have had a great series. A lot of buzzer beaters. Jordan Kaufman beat him twice. Garrett Covington's beat him at the buzzer. You know, that'll be a great matchup up in Rochester Hills on Tuesday. Jalen Moore has been an outstanding acquisition this year by head coach Greg Campy and Oakland. He garnered all league honors. So is Daniel Oladapo. He's had a phenomenal year for Oakland, and that looks to be the Penguins' next opponent.
Now the next game that we're looking at is Purdue Fort Wayne and Green Bay. Green Bay has a slim 2-point lead. If Purdue Fort Wayne were to win this game, assuming YSU hangs on to this lead, Purdue Fort Wayne would play Cleveland State.
Now Jacob Wiley comes into the game to do just that, commit the foul. Wiley, a 6'7" senior out of Houston, with his first. So now UIC has decided to start fouling with 43 seconds to go in the game, and they trail by 14. They send Darius Quisenberry to the line. For the season, a 79% free throw shooter against the league 76%. First trip tonight to the stripe for him gives him 9 points. YSU finished the season 7th against the league in free throw shooting. Quisenberry hits them both. He's in double figures for the 13th time this year. 10th straight game in which he has played. Penguins back up by 16. They led in game 2 by as many as 18 as Diggins knocks Quisenberry to the ground, but they're going to call DQ for the foul, his second. So for YSU, all 5 starters have now hit double digits in scoring. As Bohannon intercepts the inbounds pass intended for Diggins, finds Quisenberry, who's going to take it to the basket and score on the reverse side. And it gives him a dozen. And all five starters continue to help YSU extend this lead, which has now reached 18. Mitchell down the lane gets 2 more. It gives him a dozen. Well, UIC is going to drop back. They'll allow the remaining seconds to tick away. And for UIC, its season has come to an end. The Flames will close out the year at 9-13 overall. Youngstown State advances. Now with a mark of 15-11 overall for the first time, Youngstown State beats UIC in Horizon League tournament play after losing the 4 previous meetings. Penguins take the rubber match as they win here tonight in the opening round of the Progressive